A 56-member nation group, the Commonwealth, and human rights activists have all called on Uganda to release opposition politician Dr. Kizza Besigye, saying his detention undermined democracy and human rights. Civil rights organizations have announced plans to stage demonstrations at Kenya's parliament buildings and the Ugandan embassy to demand the immediate release of Dr. Besigye and other political prisoners. Ben Kirui has more.
The continued detention of Uganda's opposition leader Dr. Kizza Besigye has sparked mounting criticism, with Commonwealth nations and civil society groups from across the region uniting in calls for his immediate release. Speaking in Nairobi, activists from Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania condemned the alleged abduction and rendition of Besigye and his ally Haj Obied Lutale, labeling it a blatant violation of international human rights laws and extradition treaties.
Despite the Supreme Court decision and legal applications for the release of Kizza Besigye, Haj Obied Lutale, lawyer Aaron Kizza, and others, Ugandan authorities have disregarded court orders and continue to arbitrarily deprive them of their liberty.
We call on the Ugandan authorities to immediately release Kizza Besigye, Haj Obied Lutale, Aaron Kizza, and others who are unlawfully detained.
Dr. Besigye's health has deteriorated rapidly due to a hunger strike protesting his detention. His family has expressed a deep concern over his condition, describing him as weak and dizzy. On Monday, he was transferred to a medical facility in Kampala after experiencing severe weakness and difficulty breathing.
This coming after authorities had repeatedly denied him access to his own doctor is worrying. We fear that this sudden change signals a severe decline in his condition.
The medical union has spoken out and given a scientific medical analysis of Dr. Besigye's health, which is in serious jeopardy.
Free all political prisoners in Uganda.
In response to his continued incarceration, civil rights groups have threatened to stage mass protest, including occupying Kenya's parliament and the Ugandan embassy, to demand the release of all political prisoners.
That it is only one doctor that is being detained, and this can happen to any professional. We must come out strongly. We are asking Medical Association, we are asking PSK, we are asking Uganda Medical Association, we are asking all the unions and all the bodies that the time to speak is now, and the time to stop all these illegalities is now.
I would like to implore for the East Africans and the citizens in particular to understand that we need to unite against such abductions, because leaders have to understand to be critical, to be a political opposition member is not a crime.
The Commonwealth, through its Secretary General Patricia Scotland, has also urged the Ugandan authorities to free Besigye immediately and ensure he receives the highest standard of medical care. The 56-nation organization expressed a deep concern over the prolonged detention of Dr. Besigye, Haj Obied Lutale, and lawyer Aaron Kizza, arguing that it undermines the Ugandan Supreme Court's ruling of January 31st, 2025. Meanwhile, in a lengthy statement on X, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni dismissed the public outcry, criticizing Ugandans for focusing on Besigye's detention, which he termed a non-issue.
You didn't respond to the point of...
Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.